Hi all. Sorry, I did set the wrong time, 1 hour wrong, but now I'm here. Sorry for the delay. Let's see, who do I have in the side chat? Carl Edward, Timo, Jens, perhaps some that have been tired of waiting on Arctic Reflections, who is late to his own show. Is the sound okay? It's thank you, Carl. It was the first time that I made this mistake. It was 11 UTC. I meant to start the stream, but I'm in Sweden still, so oh dear. I'm going to the UK on Friday, so perhaps I adjust my internal clock to UK time. Thank you. The title of today's video is as you see, A World of Fools, and I started to wonder about those fools. If we look here, if I move on, a new window, where do I have it? There we have it. This was the latest video I made a debunk of. It's the one where Taboo used Hooray, this Swiss so-called sailor. I have made 2 videos before about him. The first one was he made 2 about magnetic declination that was used to hide the true shape of the Earth and a way of manipulating the maps. And the next one was time zones, and this one was the foolish statement that the maps on the northern hemisphere was made that it looks longer than it was in reality, and the upcoming one will be about that airplanes and ships don't show the correct speeds to correct this, that the maps is manipulated. I have this time I try to be fair with Taboo. So 2 days before I published this video, I made comments on his on this video that I have found problems with it, that I was planning to do a debunk video to show that he is wrong. And Taboo didn't reply to me, so I sent him an email, a very polite email, where I explained this again, that I have found evidence that this video is fake, it's not true, and I can prove it. He didn't reply to my email, so I made comments again on the channel, but he didn't reply. Instead, he blocked me, so I can't make any comments anymore. So instead of addressing my debunk, he blocks me, and he silenced me when I try to comment on his lies. So and I think this is quite typical of the flat earthers today. If you make a video about their claims, it's not often flat earthers reply to you. They challenge you to debates and so on. Taboo don't debate, but others, for instance, Flatzoid. But they never make a debunk video of your debunk. And I think this starts to get silly. Or if you look at my previous video before, my video before this one was the man I calls Dirt, that did repeat the old trick with the table. It's the same there. He never replies on any debunks of his silly claims. Taboo conspiracies. Yes, Timo, it start to be the same type of content that fools like Barnabas Nagy and the others have produced. Barnabas have disappeared. I have looked at his channel, and it's a very long time since he's made any silly videos, but I hope he will publish something. And another one that I don't understand is this fool. I don't know if you have looked at this video. His Brian's Logic's latest video about LIGO, or how I pronounce it, where he tries to use calculating a triangle and tries to prove that this wouldn't work on the globe. This I'm speechless. I'm not a mathematics or physics physician. So I will not try to make a debunk of this video, but some have done it. Whereas Worley has tried to correct him. Professor Phil have tried it, and Brian don't get that he don't understand math and physics. they are so damn stupid. So I must be honest. I am starting to get tired of some of those fools, because it feels like when I try to make debunk videos about subjects that I'm familiar with, it's the same garbage they make claims about. Those with that Taboo publish is often a new take on it. Those with this Swiss sailor, that magnetic declination, time zones, and so on are used to hide the true shape of the Earth. There were quite a new one, and those claims about the maps, that they are bigger on the northern hemisphere to the distances are not correct on the maps and so on. There were new ones, but otherwise it's often the same garbage. And to be honest, I'm a bit tired of making videos about the same stupidity. I have wondered. I'm going to UK on Friday night, and we'll be there for a while, and hopefully I will have some weekends off and so on. So I have thoughts about for instance, challenge Nathan Oakley to go with me to the sea somewhere in UK, and look at lighthouses, how far can we see them, and so on, and ask him to on a live stream calculate will he see the lighthouse or not, and then we check, do we see it, and do it live on YouTube. And I would be I would pay for his trip and stay and so on, but I'm quite sure that Nathan wouldn't do that. And I have not the time to go to Ireland and visit Brian's Logic and do the same, but I don't think it's worth the time to try to do this type of things in UK together with any of those flat earthers there, because I don't think any of them dare to do it. And I had another idea. I have a friend that have a friend in UK who have a quite big boat, and I was thinking about going out to sea and I'll ask, for instance, Nathan to give Nathan a sextant and ask him to calculate the position, but I think it's wishful thinking from me to think that any flat earthers would agree on it, because I'm prepared to pay them if they do it, but they are too afraid to be that someone shows them or show the world that they are fools that don't know anything about the subjects they think they are experts on. Let's see, someone is typing. Yes, some pipes to make a water level. it's a great concern, a great idea. Yes, Jens, I think you are quite correct. Oakley never will leave his mute button. Something I found when I was away for 2.5 weeks at sea, I spent my free time on board making those 2 documentaries I published about spy ships and sabotage and so on. I haven't received so much comments on them, and they haven't been viewed as much as my flat earth content, but I'm still planning to make that kind of content, not all the time, but at least some of them per month, because I enjoy making them, as because if I only do flat earth, I think I will lose my mind. Yes, I think I would get lost at sea if I let Nathan be in charge of the navigation. Let's see if I missed any content. A question, Timo, did you get the reply from me on the email you sent me? Because I did reply you when I was out at sea. If you didn't receive my reply is yes, I'm happy to help you with that. It's so feel free to contact me. Uh, a question to you in the side chat. Do you think I should make a follow-up on this sailor? I have had some comments. Okay, Timo. Yes. As I said before, I lost the last the domain I had before for Arctic Reflections. I lost it because of my supplier so I did buy a new one. So probably you use the old one if you. All the fishermen know how to scare off Russian Navy. Yes, the last when I was away this 2.5 weeks, it was we had a very big military exercise here in Sweden called Aurora 23, and we had troops from UK, US, Finland, Norway, Denmark, Germany, Ukraine, a lot of countries. It was troops at land, at sea, in the air, and so on. And as you can understand, I have spent most of my time out at sea, and we didn't meet Irish fishermen out there, but we met a lot of Russians, and it was Russian fishing boats, and it was Russian research vessels. Suddenly, they were very eager to measure the depths of the sea and taking water samples and so on. I have a hard time understand why they had to do it very close to naval ships, but it must have been very important just there and then to do it, to make research. It's quite fascinating. Uh, Carl, hope you have get more power. Have a nice day. hope you get power back soon. Uh, my question about taboo. I'm planning to do a follow up on that one, and someone in the comment section on my latest video was commenting at he couldn't find any information about this Swiss man, and I'm quite interested in looking more into where is this the one who was sailing around the world in those races, and if he was, what position did he have on board the ship or the sailing vessel? Because after I've watched several of the videos about him, I can't understand how someone who claims that he have navigated the big oceans can make up this crap. It's mind-boggling. It's so damn stupid. It's the same kind of stupidity about navigation that Brian's logic comes up with, and Brian's evidently have no experience or education about navigation. So I can understand that Brian make up his silly claims, but a man who claims that he have sailed and navigated over oceans, how is it possible that he make these ridiculous claims? It's I can't understand it, because on the last video I made about him, for instance, on the screen I saved here, he are using this, let's see, this chart. It's a free web-based chart, and this, because at home in my computer I don't have any digital charts. I often use this, so I'm quite sure that you will recognize this one, and this was the same one he used in his video. So according to his so-called logic, when you use this compass, I think it's strange that you call this kind of tools compass in English. Okay, but this measuring tool, according to him, so did this give correct information, but not Google Maps. And if you would put Google Maps over this chart, they would match up. So it's so damn stupid. I will put, if you're interested in this one, this is a free app. It's the best one I have found that have most of the world have charts, not for Sweden, but US, UK, and so on. Yes, we have had a television show with that on that subject when one professional sailor sailed across from the Canary Islands to the Caribbeans. It was one professional sailor, and then it was a bunch of famous people, sports people, television people, and so on. They have had that series for several years. So they were supposed to sail the vessel across with professional help from him. So yes, you have to be an amateur to sign up for that. Okay, so I'm planning to look a bit deeper on that man and on the claims, because I think this will be one of my main targets to look in a bit closer to his claims about magnetic declination, about time zones, and this about the scale on the maps, and the upcoming one with speeds on airplanes, on ships, because Taboo is a typical flat earther. He's very arrogant, and if he ever gives you a comment, he tells you that you are a paid shrill or stupid or something. He never answers any questions or give any evidence. He believes everything. If someone claims that they have proofs for a flat earth, he never check any facts. Another one that I will push a bit harder in the future is Brian's logic. I have no time to go to Ireland, but many of you have seen the challenges I made, and one of them was I have given this challenge 2 times. This is Dublin, and out here you have one lighthouse, and down here you have a lighthouse. This is not possible to see the light from those 2 lighthouses, and I have challenged Brian to prove me wrong, to go at night to any of those 2 lighthouses and try to take photos of the light of the other lighthouse, and I have offered him to pay for his trip, pay for food and so on, if he do this, and he haven't replied. I have sent him mails and I have made comments and so on. So this challenge to Brian, I will push a bit harder, and I prepared to pay him some euros for his time too, but I'm quite sure that he is too scared to do this. And if he asks Big Papa Nathan knows that lighthouses is devastating for flat earth. That we have this classic when he told Sleeping Warrior that don't talk about lighthouses or something like that. Oh, what kind of wood is that? Sounds interesting. Fact-based. Speaking of knives, before I leave, I have to finish 2 knives that I have got orders on when I was away. Mr. Ball, which Qantas flights are that? Is it the ones from Australia to South America, or? Really? I have to look that up. The wood you're talking about. Or so it's Scribbly gum. Never heard of that one. Yes, of course they are impossible in a flat Earth world. But that there you had regarding those flights. If you listen to the claims in Taboo's video, he claims that that the distances is closer in reality in the northern part of the world and further away in the southern parts. So if we take Australia, the strip between Australia and South America, it would be even more impossible if this fool was correct. They would have to break the sound barrier with the ordinary airplanes. Is it fact-based? Is it the hardwood or scribbly? Scribbly. Okay. I will look that up. Sounds interesting. But back to my plans. During I will. I'm not sure if I'm how much I'm allowed to go online when I'm in UK, because I will be on a UK military base. So I don't know how strict they are. I will work on content for the channel, so I'm not sure that I'm able to make any live broadcast from the base, but making content I'm able to, and if I have to upload, I have to leave base and use some IT cafe or something like that. Do I have contact problems or is it you? Have a look here. Wait a moment, I will look at my stream and what YouTube are telling me. According to YouTube, I have a steady stream without any problems reported. So I don't think I can do anything about the sound. Okay, thank you, Jens. So, and I'm coming in clear. Thank you very much. A quick one about drones. I think I lost count. I think it's number 43 I ordered yesterday. Yes, I did send the drone number 43 yesterday to Ukraine. So hopefully it will help with the upcoming Mushrooms effects from the wood. It's DJI drones. It Mavic Pro drones. I have sent 2 of them have been what is the name of it? The big professionals one with that you can see. What do you call it when you can see in dark? No. But a DAI Pro have most of them, but 2 of them have been those that are cost about 5,000 euros. I received at work all the money to the drones is not from the channel, because I have had colleagues that have raised money also with me. So 2 of the drones have been insanely expensive, because I have bought so many drones, so the ordinary drones that I have a quite nice price on them now. I have some old dude. Yes, I have that one too. I think I have 4 drones, and I did buy it because it's a very good drone, and it's easy to carry, and because it's so light, it's not affected by so many restrictions in many countries. So I highly can recommend that drone. It's a very nice one. Okay, and I have also been asked to meet up with some debunkers when I'm in UK. I promised Laimi to try to meet up. So hopefully we can arrange some live stream together. Yes, and the video is quite good also. If you're not using it for professional use, if you use it for YouTube videos and so on, it's a very good drone too. So back to stupidity. I have also had some debacle with Flatsoid FE that I made some videos of when he used my name in a debate with FTFE, and he claims that I confirm his silly statements, and he's also a typical Fleur fool, because he have not been able to produce any evidence for his claims. So it's I feel like it's no idea to no meaning to try to have discussions with those fools. Timo, very nice. As I told in 2 previous live streams, I've been 2 weekends in Ukraine lately, and I one of the times I was in a funeral quite close to the front, and this that type of help is also so important. I'm more into to military purposes myself, but they having a hard time there. Nice to have you here, you yours, the man big enough to darken the sun for a whole community. I I I I spent last night with the project. Some of you have seen me in the the old military facility in the mountain with big cannons and so on. It's nowadays it's a museum, and I'm in the board there. Board? Do you call it board? Okay. We have had some. One of our specialties is it's a museum and it's open in summertime, and the rest of the year we have tried to have things happening there, because we have costs all the year. So we often companies come and have dinner and guided tours in the facilities and so on. And we have also spent a lot of effort on having television productions, movies have been recorded there, music videos and so on. And one demand they often have is to have internet access. And some of you have seen when I was involved with Who Dares Win, the Swedish version of the English SIS soldier show, when normal people try to make the tests, so to join special forces. Then they demanded to have internet access down in the mountain, 14 meters down. So I had a project with the fiber optic cables from. We have a lot of antennas on the facility, so we had a disk to receive internet from town, and then we placed fiber optic cables down in the mountain, and so now we have Wi-Fi in the. It's 5,000 square meters of facilities down in the mountain, and I think we have internet coverage in 3,000 of them. But on this island we have two more facilities, and yesterday night I spent the whole night figuring out how we could relay the internet to the other facilities. One is 2 kilometers away, line of sight, and the other one is 4 kilometers away and not line of sight. We have mountains in the way. So the whole of last night I spent with some professionals trying to figure out how we could bounce the signal so we get internet in the other facilities. So if any one of you ends up in the middle of Sweden, you're welcome to contact me, and I will give you private tours of those facilities. And I can even offer you to sleep and stay in the mountain. You're, yes, we know that you are too big. If you wonder when I'm silent, I try to read your comments. I'm a typical man and have a slight problem with reading and talking at the same time. No fact-based. He is his own continent. So this stream today was Arctic Reflections complaining about stupid flurfs that don't came up with any new arguments, and they don't reply when you show the whole world that they are wrong. Are you planning to make a debunk video of this one?
Well, how are you doing? Hopefully you can all hear me. I'll have to speak a bit quietly because it's late at night here and I have housemates asleep. So this is LIGO, okay? These are the LIGO arms in Hanford, okay, in the USA. Now, as you know, they must be straight. That's the whole point of them. And it's claimed, obviously, it's claimed by people who believe that we live on a globe, right? That these were built, right, totally straight, but the ground underneath them is curved, okay? So what I did here is I just brought a red line here across this photograph from one end to the other, right, to make a right angle triangle, okay? Pretty straightforward. Okay, so I'm going to go here first. Okay, LIGO, right? Each LIGO detector consists of two arms, each 4 kilometers, 2.5 miles long, right? So we know what length they are, approximately 2.5 miles in either direction, right? So let's go here. Okay.
This I think it's quite funny. It's supposed to be straight. He says, if you look at the this one on the right side, it seems to be in the air here and closer to the ground in the middle and a bit up in the air here. Because he didn't take into account even if it's a flat, if you live on a flat earth, it's not complete, the surface is not completely flat. so oh dear. As I just told you before, I'm not. I don't have the knowledge about maths and so on, so I will not make a reply on this Brian's logic or Brian's not so logic video, but I think it's quite fun, and I I can recommend the comments section when people that know these things try to explain to Brian why he is wrong and how he is wrong. he can't understand them. Oh, okay. This must be one of the worst live broadcasts I managed to do. I do them not so often. I need to step up my game when it comes to live streams. This time I managed to start the or advertise a stream 10 o'clock UTC instead of 11 o'clock UTC. So I had people waiting for me to arrive for 30 minutes. Oh dear. Are you planning any new streams or videos, you? Is no right angle in the picture. But isn't it here where those two are connected up here? Isn't that a 90-degree angle, or? I as I said, I'm no expert. Timo, yeah, this summer when I'm not in UK, I will go to a place making made axes to learn to make my own knife steel and I can try to make a axe for you. You, I will work on that. I will try to make a Arctic axe to send to you in Australia. If you please promise me, don't use the axe on any kangaroos or any of your cute animals down there. We, here in Sweden, we are quite sad that they have had a slow TV on Swedish television for 5 years. They have had a live TV show that runs for 3 weeks constantly. That shows elks or mooses, depends on where you are, that are moving from the winter place to their summer place. And in one place quite close to me, they are crossing a big river. They are swimming, and this happens roughly in the same time per year. So people are looking on the web, on the television, and counting. Some people are spending almost the whole day and night looking at those animals when they are moving and when they are swimming. But they have bears in Australia? Yes. I did understand that fact-based. Uh, said hey, I would be very happy to do that. I'm flop beers. Let's have a look. What is okay? Google is your best friend. Uh, yes, but if you Australians, if I make a knife with a wood handle, is I able to send it to you in Australia then? Because isn't this quite strict rules what you can send to Australia when it comes to organic material and so on? Yes, Timo, you did get me. Google that one. I, if they look like this, I can understand why you need an axe. Or is this a picture of you yours? I'm not sure. If perhaps if the wood is original from Australia and I make a knife and send it back and it's Australian wood, perhaps it would work. Okay, it's the classic tourist problem. I understand. You and that's one of the reasons why I have never been to your country. It's I know how you and your animals are acting against us tourists. Okay. I I think I will end the stream soon because it was poorly planned. I apologize. And I was the latest one to the show. Uh, not acceptable, but to my defense, it was the first time I made that mistake. Thank you for joining me, and fact-based, send me an email so we can discuss this with Wood, and you will get my address if you. I would be very happy if you sent me, and I would try to send you a knife as a thank you for it. Sterilized. Are you planning to sterilize yours or the wood or the knife? I think I have to make scripts before I make lives. so I have to be a better planner to plan my live streams better. I in my head I quite clear what I will say, what I will show in my live streams and so on. And then I look at your comments, I get silence, and I lose my script, the script I had so well planned in my head. So it's not yours then. It's the wood. Get it? Okay. I think I will finish this stream now. I will go back to my basement, finish 2 knives so I can send them to the happy customers before I leave for the country where they are driving the cars on the wrong side of the road. You got wood. I'm not sure if I want to know what you mean with that. You I'm me and Daniel Pratt is living in a basement. I have to look after the water heater. I'm the Globe Sides version of the Daniel Pratt. It's wood for sheep. Okay, I will end this now. Thank you for visiting me. Have a nice day. I will be out with a video tomorrow, and I have already made 2 videos for next week. So hopefully I will be able to make 2 or 3 videos per week during my stay in UK. I think yours lives together with a water heater too.